Yeah. Three bearded brothers, they take the mic. Baker by name, they bring the hype. Dropping hot takes in the podcast zone. Sports debates from the comfort of home. Bakers in the booth, they speak their mind. Breaking it down, play by play, rewind. Stats and passion, you can feel the flame. From the field to the court, it's all fair game. One's got stats like a numbers machine. One spins story sharp, crisp and clean. The other cracks jokes, but his points still land. Together they're the trio with the hottest brand. Bakers in the booth, they speak their mind. Breaking it down, play by play, rewind. Stats and passion, you can feel the flame. From the field to the court, it's all fair game.
And welcome back to another episode of Bearded Baker Banter, the sports podcast. Welcome to episode 125. Welcome, Trent. Welcome, Trent.
Wow.
Episode title, The Hot Dog Shirt.
1.25.
Yes. Hot dog shirt. Yeah, I got some new Baltimore gear for Father's Day. New hat, shirt. So, yeah, I'm also just promoting the fact that Mascot Dash Mania, our mascots will be racing tomorrow at noon. This week, the mascots will be racing in Detroit. So make sure you tune in at noon. That'll be on TikTok. That'll be on our Instagram. And that'll also be on our X page. So anybody's wondering who's in the lead right now, Rusty Raccoon is sitting at top right now with a sweet 65.
Rusty, my man.
So should be interesting. But all right, let's get into the sports here. Knocking my pillows over. Let's talk football here first, boys. It is the hot topic. So let's get into that with some NFL stuff. Trent, I didn't know if you had anything to start with. I got a couple different things that I did want to bring up with football, but
I think we're going to get to them. Release the all-century team.
Yep.
Wasn't sure if I sent it earlier in the week to you guys, just kind of look at, evaluate any major surprises, any major snubs. I think, Trey, you responded with some snubs if you want to start off with those.
Yeah, I mean, I looked right away at the running back position and Christian McCaffrey, yeah, sure. But the two that were missing out for me were LaDainian Tomlinson and Adrian Peterson.
Okay, here's a question. Because I also agree with both those. Would you really put Christian McCaffrey on this list as an all quarter century team?
Not a chance.
No.
I'm obviously a McCaffrey fan. I wouldn't put him on there either.
But Tyler, of those three, Priest Holmes, Christian McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, he's the one that I would say belongs on there. I mean, I think you make an argument for like Sean Alexander or anyone like
yeah.
Like anyone, I mean, Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander, I think, are one and the same. So, to me, just leaving off the two obvious, which are LaDainian Tomlinson, like 100%.
Yeah,
and then I think Adrian Peterson as well.
Well, what about Frank Gore?
Oh.
I'd put Frank Gore on there over Christian McCaffrey, just simply for the fact that I believe he's like top 5 all time in rushing.
Yeah, but that's just longevity. But I mean, I agree, Tyler. That you can make an argument for it. You could.
The ones that I can't stand the McCaffrey. I'm not really sold on the Holmes. I think Derrick Henry's if he can do what he's been doing these next two or 3 years, it's remarkable. Especially because the way he runs too is pretty damn remarkable. But I'd even like I'm going through like guys that were like always take them number 1 in your fantasy draft, and LT definitely stands out. Like LT needs to be in there, but then the other one, yeah, I guess I forget. I forget how. I don't know. Was it just those Chiefs teams weren't as good? Like,
yeah, they definitely weren't as good.
But like the other one that I'm going to put out there is Todd. Like I would even say over Christian McCaffrey is Todd Gurley.
No,
not over Christian McCaffrey.
No,
I'd still put McCaffrey over him.
Yeah, he had like 2 good years.
McCaffrey was always injured.
I mean,
that's
okay, but
that's why I don't necessarily agree. I agree. Now that you said it, I agree with Derrick Henry over McCaffrey of those three.
Yeah.
What about Chris Johnson?
Yeah.
Let's see now. I look at Chris Johnson. I still would say Todd Gurley.
No way.
I would.
Oh man, this is a good little debate because I could go on and on with running backs.
Well, running backs loaded and receiver. Receiver is loaded.
There you go. What about Jamal Charles?
No.
Charles, Chiefs.
No.
Okay, but I'm just saying
Priest Holmes over Jamal Charles.
Would you? Because here you go. All-time rushing. Jamal Charles 7,260. Priest Holmes 6,070.
What about touchdowns?
Touchdown. Okay. Touche. 43.
What is it?
40. Jamal Charles was 43. Priest Holmes was 76.
Okay.
But like, still, I don't know. I mean, that's the career Chiefs running backs all-time leaders. Because then you look at third, you got Larry Johnson was up there in 2003.
Yeah.
So, and he finished with 55 touchdowns and 6,015 yards.
But can we all agree that not having Adrian Peterson or LaDainian Tomlinson is outrageous?
Trey, and I actually, if I had to pick three, I like those two, and I loved your call of Sean Alexander.
Okay.
Sean Alexander, a million, like those three right there, those were difference makers in the years that they're talking about here. I think it's, I don't know.
Thank you, Tyler.
I don't know. Yeah, I love those three because those were like always the top three guys taken in fantasy football too. You know what I mean?
Okay. I got a couple unsung hero snubs.
Okay.
Lorenzo Neal at fullback. Thought he was a staple in the NFL for a while. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this name. You guys, I mean, listen. I don't disagree with the three that they have there. What's up?
I have one that I think you're gonna say.
It's a different position. It's tight end.
Okay, fine.
I got tight end. I'm gonna say honorable mention Dallas Clark.
He's up there for sure.
I thought he was that
what about
good.
Antonio Gates?
Todd Heap.
Totally. Yeah.
No, not Todd Heap.
I would take Gates. Gates changed. I think Gates. I feel like Gates paved the way for the new age tight end.
Yeah, but you could also make the same argument for Graham too, Jimmy Graham.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, then the other one I'm going to say got snubbed. Ready?
Good.
Jonathan Ogden, offensive tackle.
I agree with that.
He was a absolute just giant. How can you not put him on here? I don't know. I just once again
there's okay. I got two. So there's two wideouts, 6 total, right?
There's one on this list I don't like at wideout, but
there's two that I think you can make arguments for that you could switch out, in my opinion. So I think Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson, Terrell Owens, Justin Jefferson, all locks, 100%. So the two that I think you could switch out are Julio Jones and Marvin Harrison for Antonio Brown.
Wow.
I would take Julio off for Antonio Brown
and potentially DeAndre Hopkins.
No, would not do that.
Definitely not DeAndre. I would say I could see Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown before everything happened in Pittsburgh, he was on pace to get close to some Jerry Rice records.
Dude, five seasons in a row, he had over 115 receptions or something like that. It's crazy.
They should have gone too deep, two to three deep at every position. I mean, I know most of them are two. I would like 2 deep, even at the coach's position, by the way, too. But Trey, I know the one that you're going to say that I think that you were expecting me to talk about is the center position.
I was actually going to ask that. Do you think that could be a better center?
Jeff Saturday.
There you go.
Jeff freaking Saturday. Come on.
All right. Okay. I was also going to think of the guy from the Steelers too.
Trent, you know what this is a result of?
No, I give Jeff Saturday.
recency bias.
Exactly.
Oh, it is 100%.
100%. Yeah. It's not a question. I mean, if anyone knows a good center, it's Jeff Saturday, right?
I think the only one that doesn't
Trent
have as
Baker
much recency bias.
Yeah.
I think the wide receivers are pretty fair with that. I think you can make that recency bias for every other single position now.
Julio Jones throws me for a loop. I just there's something. I just feel like there's guys out like it was Julio Jones better than AB. Like that's a great question.
If you want to put a wide receiver in there that's current, all right, then I'd even put Mike Evans in over there over Julio Jones.
And they're already putting Patrick Mahomes in there too, at quarterback, huh?
Has to. He won 3 recently.
I mean, controversy aside, do you put Aaron Hernandez at tight end?
No.
No.
Jesus.
What?
I mean, I was kind of kidding, but like at the same time, he was a hell of a tight end.
Jeez.
Oh, shot.
Which, yeah.
Jeez,
which
that's
really quick. By the way, in terms of like controversial stuff, and this is, I'm not saying this to make any type of joke, but the fact that allegedly Shedeur Sanders has been pulled over twice now in the month of June for speeding like that. Okay.
So,
and like Trent, listen, this is all I'm saying. This joking aside, the Browns need to get in touch with Henry Ruggs and have him talk to him. And I am not kidding about that, because Henry Ruggs has just came out recently with the whole thing where I think he's going to get an early release and everything. He's talked about like how much he's in contact with the family. Like he's had a major turnaround. He needs to talk to Shedeur Sanders. It's not. He was
also drunk. Like Henry Ruggs was also, and yeah, he was also intoxicated, drinking and driving. Like I get it. He was speeding.
I didn't think he was, Trent. I didn't think he was.
Yes, allegedly, but yes, he was.
Okay,
he absolutely was, and he is going to come back. He wants to come back for the Raiders. I don't know. I mean, it's elite.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
In Vegas.
Ooh. Yes, he does.
Yeah.
I'm just trying. I want to get back to this. I think we need to have Antonio Brown on here to explain to everyone why he should be on here over Julio Jones. So,
hey, Antonio Brown, if you're listening, Bearded Baker Banter podcast, let us know. We'll reach out.
I think you just got to give him a little shout out, Tyler, on a little post. You know, go put a little post out there.
We'll have our guys contact your guys.
Let them know, Tyler.
I will definitely post at him via X, because that would be. Can you imagine that? That'd be awesome. That would be pretty cool. All right. Anything else here with the All Century team?
Quarterbacks, they nailed it. Quarterbacks, absolutely perfect.
It's not Drew Brees over Patrick Mahomes.
Nope.
Drew Brees.
Okay. Not that surprising.
Jesus Christ.
No.
That's very surprising. That's stupid.
I would put Drew Brees over Aaron Rodgers.
Would you?
Yeah.
What an asshole.
Why? What reason?
What reason? I think.
Tell me why.
Oh wait, hold on. I might backtrack. I was gonna actually say Brett Favre, but I just love Brett Favre so much, so I couldn't do that.
No, tell me what. Tell me something that Drew Brees has over Aaron Rodgers.
He's got a cool scar right below his one eye.
Touche.
No.
Hold on. No. Wait, I did think of a quarterback though that I would put in.
I backtracked on that. I was just trying to get Trey fired up.
Joe Montana, Steve.
I would. No, Aaron Rodgers is good on there.
Statistically, I would put Jimmy Garoppolo up there.
Oh my god!
I'm just kidding.
Oh boy.
And that's the end of the episode. No.
Yeah. All right, see you guys.
I was waiting for him to say friggin' Brock Purdy. I was be like, dude, shut up. Just shut up.
Why the hell would I say that's stupid?
Jeff Garcia. No.
Don't surprise me.
Him and his bunnies. All right.
Hold on, real quick. What about I don't know. Does Marshall Faulk get any mention at the running back position there? Like, is he in that realm?
What about Emmett Smith?
Though? Is this century or quarter century?
Emmett Smith.
says quarter century.
Okay.
Shit.
Then we're probably naming some people that are a little. Yeah, and Emmett Smith's way past.
All right.
Because this would have been 2000 to
Marshall
2025.
Faulk too, dude.
Yeah, Marshall Faulk is then. Okay. Jim Brown. No, I'm just kidding. I do think Andy Reid battles Bill Belichick up there for that head coaching position.
Mm-hmm.
Or
yeah, I think Kyle Shanahan needs to be studied too for something.
Well, if it wasn't for Shanahan, Trey, your head coach wouldn't have a job.
It's not true at all.
That's true. Part of the Shanahan coaching tree.
For Mike Shanahan, yeah.
You can have
Mike
coordinator
Shanahan.
coaching tree. You can.
Mike Shanahan coaching tree.
Oh gosh.
Not fucking Kyle.
Well, and hey, why isn't Jim Fossil the special teams?
I don't know if it's Jim. Is it Jim? I know the dad's name.
I think it's Jim Fossil.
Yeah, I think there's like Jim.
So he's a junior. I don't know. John Fossil. Jim Fossil.
It is John Fossil.
Yeah. Ooh, baby. Got that.
He's special teams coordinator for Tennessee.
Hey.
I think that might be new. Yeah. Joins the Titans, and he was the past 5 years he was with Dallas Cowboys. It's actually a pretty good pickup for the Titans. All right. We looking at longest playoff drought here, Trent?
Yeah, put it up.
All
right, ready? My question for this when I look at it is who next year? I don't know. Who overall? Who's going to be the one to break their streak, their drought? Sorry.
And this is not making the playoffs, right?
No, this is without a playoff win.
Okay, a playoff win. All right, in the playoffs. I got you. Okay. Ooh, I don't know.
I know the Raiders. You laughing at my Raiders, Trey?
No, I'm laughing at Tyler.
Yeah.
It's right there in the title.
Longest
NFL playoff win droughts. Okay, shut up, asshole.
Can I have the team that I would think. I don't know if you guys want me to.
Out of these teams?
Yeah.
Who else? I'm all over the Chargers.
Yeah. I was going to say Chargers, and then
these teams? I know.
No, the other ones.
Like nobody else has a drought longer than this. So like, what do we? The Chiefs.
All right, I'm sorry. Okay, I got a crazy one for you guys.
Broncos.
He's gonna say the Panthers. He's all in the hype of the 6'4".
To be honest, I was going to say either one of those.
I agree with T-Mac. T-Mac is legit. He's going to be a stud.
Who? Oh yeah, I think either. Honestly, I'd say the Broncos. No, I could go with either one. I think the Broncos have a better team, but the Panthers have a better chance because of their conference.
Wow.
Or division. Sorry.
Yeah. To get a playoff win. I just say I think in the third column.
But it's those two teams for me. Sorry.
Yeah, I think in the third column, I think Broncos, Chargers, Vikings. All three of those teams, I think, have the best chance.
Not the Vikings.
Yeah.
Wild card for me is the Falcons.
I was just going to say the Falcons.
Because Big Tyler loves that big old Phoenix.
And that's the same reason, though, is because of the division they play in, right?
Right. That's when you said the Panthers, I was going to say, what about the Falcons then?
Yeah. So, I mean, the Chargers are in the same boat. I think the Broncos have a better chance than the Chargers right now. I think Sean Payton's a more NFL-ready head coach than Harbaugh. I think Bo Nix is only going to get better. I think the Broncos defense is elite. But then you also have the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
So you're probably going to get a wild card. Tough matchup.
Are you though, or maybe the Chiefs fall off now?
That's also a good point, Tyler. I think the Chiefs might fall off for a couple of years.
I think they might too.
Not fall off like completely. They'll be competitive, but wild card team.
Well, what about the Steelers though, sitting there with Aaron Rodgers?
What about them?
Nope.
I'm just saying. Do you think they get a win? Do you think they make
I
the
don't-
playoffs?
I don't think they make the play. I mean,
You think they have a winning record? Just kidding.
I think it's gonna be like a Jet situation.
I
Really?
don't. Yeah, dude, they have to play Baltimore twice. They got to play the Bengals twice. That's bad.
Yeah. Well,
Such
and
a sad
understand.
thing for Aaron.
Well, and then supposedly there's a whole ban on the helmet that he likes too. I don't know if you guys saw anything of that.
Oh, no, I know all about those.
He was
types of things.
grandfathered into it.
Yeah, but I think they banned it now.
Yeah.
You can't. Not if you're grandfathered into it.
Yes, you can. Because look at AB, dummy. Let's bring him on the episode. He's coming up way too. Yeah, don't you remember after he froze his feet off? Yeah, allegedly.
But you can't. But if someone's grandfathered in and he's still in the league, you can't just take it the fuck away.
It's done now. Yes, it is. You can. If the helmet model.
That's fucking stupid.
It happened to AB. It 100% happened
Trent.
to him.
No,
Yes, it did. It did.
Aaron's helmet was older than AB's helmet.
I'm just telling you, Trey. From a fan experience.
Team Aaron.
Well, I'm not. I mean, it is stupid, but can we just please just like one? The Steelers haven't won a playoff game since 2016. That's remarkable. But what's even more remarkable is I was 12. I was 12 years old the last time.
Quarter of a century.
12 years old.
Dolphins haven't won a Super Bowl since before 9/11.
Trey, I'm 35 in about like 4 weeks. 2002. I was 12 years old. Oh.
What?
Dolphins and their drought.
2000, I know.
Twin Towers are still up.
Oh,
yeah, that's kind of crazy. He's making a good comparison.
Putting in perspective.
Yeah, put in perspective, man.
That's tragedy, but crazy thing to think about.
I wasn't even a freaking teenager when my team won one.
Yeah, it's probably right after.
Why the hell am I so loyal to them? Jesus. It's awful.
That's
commendable. Commendable.
It is commendable. But here's the other thing too: is football team. I don't know. There's something about your football team that, like, I feel like there's a huge allegiance to. As much as they might suck, you don't feel that?
I literally I'm talking like struggle to watch Duke basketball games when it comes to March Madness. Like the amount of like nerves that I get it's kind of embarrassing. Like yeah.
I don't know. I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just like the fact of like teams that have like championships. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
In terms of like fanship and stuff, obviously number one is 49ers for me, but then I would say number two is North Carolina basketball. I mean, both those teams have championships. You know what I mean? Like lots of championships. You know, but in terms of like allegiance and stuff like that, I mean, those are the top two for sure. But I don't know. Anything else? I think we covered a lot of stuff, and we kind of actually even discussed some of the things I was going to bring up anyway. But the only other thing I was going to ask you guys is any quarterback kind of flying under the radar. I'd say like younger quarterback. Anybody who's the guy that has a breakout season this year? So I'm talking like anybody that's maybe third year quarterback, second year, for even rookie quarterbacks. Anybody kind of take that next step or even take the first step, young quarterback wise.
Young quarterback. How young we talking here?
I just named.
I'm trying to think of.
I mean, think your Bryce Youngs, think your Justin Fields, think your Kenny Pickett's, think your Trevor. Shit. I'd even throw Trevor Lawrence into this mix. You know, Anthony Richardson. You know, like there's a lot, you know, that you could really kind of look at.
Okay,
but
I mean, I have two answers.
Go ahead. Give us your two.
CJ Stroud.
Think he takes another step?
I think he kind of rebounds from a not an awful like sophomore season, but I think a down one compared to his rookie year.
I like that one.
The other one that I would say, how you kind of mentioned it, is Bryce Young. I think after he got benched and they gave him a second chance, he answered the bell and yeah, I think with the talent they surrounded him with, Xavier Legette, Adam Thielen, who's a veteran, now Tet McMillan, you got the Texas running back Jonathan Brooks, I think his name is, coming back. You got a young tight end and Tavian Sanders, Brian Burns, right? No. Brian Burns is Giant now. But no, I just think if he can capitalize on the end of his last season, he'll be an under the radar quarterback.
Okay, that's fair. I mean,
him and CJ. CJ's not under the radar. I just think rebounds from last year.
Okay. I mean, I agree with both years. You want to go?
No, go ahead.
No, I agree with both years. I think another guy that's going to take another big step here is going to be Drake May. In the
fucking hell. Should have fucking I literally saying nobody's going to say this.
Yeah.
God damn it.
But I do.
Go ahead.
Hey. Drake May, I think, with the system that he's kind of has himself in now, I think he's going to be pretty successful. As long as what's his name, the wide receiver, kind of shapes up a little bit, dude. Like, come on, get your shit together. I almost would guarantee you that he's not on that team by the end of the year.
Can I say something?
Josh McDaniels, OC.
Can I say something? The Bills made the right decision.
Yeah, parting ways with them, and it sucks because, I mean, he was a great receiver. But honestly, I'm telling you right now.
Still is.
Here you go. Episode 125 at 27 minutes and 28 seconds.
Ooh.
All right. Stephon Diggs will not finish the year on the Patriots team.
Yikes.
Prediction.
Beer bet.
Yeah, I'll beer bet you that.
Careful. Go ahead. Because I've hit 2 of these now the last 2 years.
All right. I'm on. Double it.
Double up. All right. Trent, you give yours yet?
Yeah, I'm going to say Baker Mayfield.
What?
I don't know. Does he count? I don't know how many freaking years has he been in there?
Dude, he's been
in the playoffs like 3 years in a row. Like,
he's got like three contracts.
I think he continues to get better, and then the other one is technically a second-year guy, but I think he's going to be better than what people think. And I think this was partially a planned play it safe and just take a year to mentally learn it. Is I think JJ McCarthy is going to come in hot.
Whew.
He'll be better than Caleb Williams this year.
Wow.
I think Caleb Williams takes a step back.
Wow. Really?
I think Justin Fields takes a step back.
Does he have anywhere to step back?
He's in the Jets. He's in the Jets organization.
He didn't even he lost his starting spot to Russell Wilson.
Jets?
No, but I'm saying last year he lost his start.
Come on. That's not.
He didn't lose it. They already.
Yeah, he did not lose it. Yeah, that's fucked up.
I thought he lost it. They were winning with him.
So hold on. I didn't want to say him because I don't think he's like a under the radar newcomer kind of guy, but I do think Trevor Lawrence has a huge year with
really
Liam Cohn. Shut up, Trent. Why are you smiling like that? You little...
Do you really?
I do.
Because like 2 years ago, Trey was all over the Jaguars and like drafted a bunch of like Jaguars in fantasy, and they sucked.
Dude,
is that why you're smirking over there, little smirky pants?
Well, you also started off by saying he's going to have a huge, so I think that's why he was laughing too.
No, I wasn't laughing at that perv, but
I'm the perv.
You are the perv.
You are the Let's be real. You are.
Which I'll tell you this. Yeah, never mind. I'm just gonna keep moving on.
I'll tell you.
Not gonna tell anybody anything.
He's so mad.
He is so mad.
Oh.
That's all right.
All right. So, anything else football wise? Are we ready to move here to baseball?
Let's go to baseball.
Yes.
Let's go to baseball. And if we can transfer into some baseball knowledge here, 12 games. Anybody know what that represents? Gunnar Henderson's hit streak right now.
Hey.
Be more, baby. So, yeah, Henderson is...
Doesn't matter.
He was 12. Yeah, he actually extended it last night to 12 games. So, he's playing well. Obviously the Orioles got the win last night as well, but it just comes down to pitching. I mean, what are we now? 10 games behind, like you guys had stated.
10 games under
11.
500. 10 games under 500 now.
Okay.
11 games, man.
No.
So
out of the thing.
We had an awful run differential.
Pitching's getting better. Look at friggin' Morton the past 2 times out.
I don't want to talk about it because I bet against him two times ago. I was like, God damn it. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you who's playing well though is Cowser. Cowser, I think, has 2 home runs now in the last 3 games.
Okay, hold on. Look, I don't know why you guys are so negative right now. Like we
hold
are.
On. Who's negative? One person
little,
here is negative.
I'm being
Nancy.
negative. Don't call me
Little
Little Nancy.
He did just call you Little Nancy and pointed down at you.
Yeah. What the hell's that about?
Who's being negative? Little Nancy.
Yeah. That's fucked up. Little Nancy.
I was doing the short. I was doing the short man thing with the basketball. Too short. But anyway, I'm taking away some positives here. I think we talked about it last episode, but the Orioles are slowly chipping away, and that's what we needed to do. And they went on a nice little streak there. I think they were winning granted, they blew an 8-run lead the other night, which was like, ouch. But to come back and win today with Charlie Morton on the mound, I thought that was huge. They held the Rays, who are one of the, to be honest with you, watch out. Rays might be a playoff baseball team when it comes to the end of the year. They're hot right now, especially their bats. But I'm excited because we're getting healthier. We got Cowser back, like you said, Ty, and he's crushing dingers. Mullins is back. Westberg is back, and a name that I'm going to say is probably one of the best bats for us right now is Laureano.
Yeah, and don't forget, I know Hearns kind of he's chilled off a little bit, but he had a pretty big night last night. Yeah, with a key hit. So
I'm having faith. We're gonna get to above 500.
So big series coming up with the Yankees. Yankees just snapped a 6-game skid last night by beating the Angels. I think it was 7-3. So I don't know. You might catch 7-3. So you might catch the Yankees in some sort of vulnerable position. Ooh, that was a mouthful. But at the same time, you could also catch them coming in a little bit hot. I know Aaron Judge is kind of slumping right now too, but at the same time, no. Is there such thing as an Aaron Judge slump?
Yeah.
I think he's on pace. There was some record I was looking into about him catching. Yeah, so he's chasing Ty Cobb's historical batting average on balls in play. With a 341 average this season, on pace for 50 home runs, which is paired with, looks like Ohtani and Cal Raleigh are the ones that are also paired with the 50-plus home runs. But the fact that you're chasing anything that Ty Cobb's ever touched is pretty remarkable. So, dominant dude. Oh. All right, Trey?
Yep.
All right. Just Funny little circle there. Any ghosts?
Me?
Huh? Just kidding. No. But yeah, baseball wise, anything else here? Because I do have a couple things just in terms of some leaders with stuff. So I'd mentioned Gunnar Henderson's 12-game hit streak. Marcus Semien from the Rangers is also an 11-game hit streak right now. Matt Olson is on I believe, a 10-game hit streak. But hit streak in terms of longest this season so far has been Bobby Witt Jr. Was at 22 games and ended just before June. So just some neat things to kind of point out here, though. But
I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
In regards to like baseball and like I don't know. I feel like it changes so quickly, like year to year, like beginning of season to end of season. So what's one team right now that's under 500 that you think could steal a wild card or make a playoff spot? Under 500.
Under 500?
Yep.
Orioles.
Wow. Really? Like, is that, I mean, that's realistic. I'm just.
I
Did you say, Trent?
I said Orioles.
Orioles.
I mean, I can tell you mine right now.
I have to look real quick.
I'm going to say it's a good question, Trey. Now, it has to be under 500 or can they be 500?
I would say under.
Under? All right.
Yep.
I would say the Kansas City Royals.
Yep, that's a good one, Tyler.
Nope.
I'm a big fan of, I don't know how the hell you say his name, but Bubic.
Pubic.
Dude, love it.
Like
the greatest.
Like
pubic with a B.
Oh, whoa. like a pubic hair.
You say like Bubic? You sure it's not Bubic?
His first name is Harry.
Harry Bubic.
Lotta.
What? Lotta?
Lotta Bubic.
Lotta Bubic?
Okay. Anyway, a sub 500 team that could make the playoffs. And Ty, you said who?
I said the Royals.
The Royals. 1 game under. So
they're sitting right now 4th in the Central, but everybody's like the same besides the Tigers and the Red Sox.
The only other team, I mean, obviously I'm an Orioles fan, so I'm way biased. The only other team that I would say that might, but I think it. You look at the NL, I just don't see how it happens. But like, I don't know. I mean, if this team's 500, if Zach Gallen can actually return to some sort of normalcy, the Diamondbacks. But then I also look at the Braves. Like,
yeah. Okay. Well, let's just take all the teams. Let's just take all the teams, Trent. Before I go.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say the Braves. I think that they might come on to get a little hot. Matt Olson, I think Matt Chapman.
Yeah, Matt Olson.
Yeah, Ronald Acuna, Spencer Strider, Schwellenbach. They started off. I don't know if you guys remember. Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember. The Braves started off like what 3-14 or something like that.
They're awful, but like
god awful.
But here's why they won't is because they're in the NL East.
Yeah, they're tough.
Yeah. Now there is a big matchup this weekend coming up. Is the Mets versus the Phillies? Obviously, Mets are 5 straight losses. Phillies are kind of finding a groove. 6 now. Okay, so I would
sucks.
I'd agree with but dude, Suarez is like the dude right now.
60-day IL now.
Hold on, Nola is?
Yeah.
Really? That sucks. No, but like here's the thing though. You mentioned Spencer Strider. Like Strider's 1-5. I mean, he's like the Paul Skeens in the NL East. Like great pitcher, but look at his record. It's like holy shit.
That's you know what that is? It's gonna be the law of averages.
Okay? So here's my comparison to last year too. Are the Braves the Astros of last year?
Yes.
You think so?
Yeah, Trent, do you want to make a bet?
No.
I was kind of hoping it would happen.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, I let it right into it.
Trent knows better than that now.
Astros.
Yeah. I just want to put it out there. As of Monday, the Orioles were only 6 games out of the final wild card spot. So don't sleep on the O's, boys.
Dude, we're not even at the All-Star break.
No,
I know. That's what I'm saying. We got a chance. We got a chance. It's all I want to focus on. Got a chance.
Dude, the Astros are sitting pretty, man. 43-31. Seattle's sitting at second place with 37-36.
Yeah.
Seattle fell apart, man. Their offense went from being like great.
Look at Detroit. Look at Detroit, Tyler.
Yeah. No, I know. Trent, I will say this about Seattle's offense, though. If anybody plays MLB The Show, Seattle's offense is pretty damn good in that video game. So
really, Randy Azanari
yeah. I played with him today. I just destroyed my son. He's like, really, Dad? I was winning like 9-4 or something. It was crazy. But,
shut up, Trent. No, shut up.
Oh, Rosarina.
Who's that guy from the Diamondbacks, Trey, that you like?
Marte Allen.
No, Marte.
Ketel Marte.
Remember you did that whole like Google translation.
Who's your favorite player?
my favorite player is. Do you remember that?
Oh, who is it?
You Davish.
You Davish.
Dude, I have tried to find that clip so long.
And my favorite player is you Davish.
He's so good at accents.
Yes. Shit.
It's funny we all remember that same exact.
Oh God! I think we were all watching it together.
Every single one said it.
Oh, it's terrible.
Oh.
All right. Anything else baseball wise here?
Yeah, I got one thing for people that are into wagering on baseball. Most profitable, least profitable teams this year. Most profitable teams so far are the Tigers, we talked about just recently. Then followed by the Angels, then the Rays, the Cubs, and then the Astros. And then as for the least profitable team in the entire MLB, the Rockies. Rockies, then Braves, then White Sox, then Orioles, then A's. So that's based on like an average unit.
So like 5.5 inches, Trent?
Not a large unit.
Oh God.
Sorry. Wow, we are all perverted right now.
Oh man, that's good.
Tyler's a number out there.
Yeah, what the fuck, Tyler?
What?
That was fucked up, dude.
What?
Listen, you threw a number out there too.
No, like what? 5.5 inches? All right. Here we go.
All right, man. Holy hell! Oh man, need some Buick hair after that.
Oh.
Man.
All
right. Well, there is one.
That's based on
average,
So one pitcher that I did kind of want to highlight here too, that hasn't really been talked about a whole lot, but made his debut the other day and actually debuted with 100.5 mile an hour fastball was Jacob Misiorowski from the Brewers. Right now, started one game, pitched five innings.
Yeah, he was throwing a no-hitter and then he rolled his ankle on walking back to the mound.
He's 23, but he's 6'7", dude.
Whoa.
From the Brewers.
Yeah. I mean, isn't Skeens like 6'7" or something?
He might be. I don't know. Ask Livy.
Not an average unit.
Yeah. Tarek Skubal is like 6'7" too, I think. 6'7" as well.
That's Tariq.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
I think it's Tariq.
That's pretty gross. So.
Yeah, that's gross.
Kind of like that. Remember that one episode where Trey's like blowing his nose on camera?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We're like, what the hell are you doing, dude?
Sorry about that.
Clean it up.
That was a long time ago.
Wasn't that long. That was like 2 weeks ago.
No, it was a long time ago.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
You guys ready for we doing beers or bench press first?
Beers.
All right, here we go.
Boy, what the hell?
There we go. Pop tops top. Nice set of chugs. Raise a glass, big gulps, Han. He said he'll do one, which real quick. By the way, I would like to share that we got a new merchandise on our Zazzle store. Nice set of chugs, the beers. They're beautiful. So go over there, check that out. I believe it's available in t-shirt, long sleeve, and I think we also have
hoodie.
some koozies and stuff too. But you can customize any of that stuff. So go over to Zazzle, check that out, buy some merch. nice set of chugs. All right. The beers, they're beautiful. Okay. So 5. You all right? You guys okay?
I thought you were gonna say like a sports brawl.
That'd be pretty cool.
Shit. Okay. All right. I'll get that up there.
We could all buy one.
Yeah.
Use it
for an average size unit.
Yeah.
5.5 with A cups.
Oh my god.
Is that too far? Okay.
Yeah.
No. Who's his first guy?
All right. So first, here we go. We got beers. Guys you want to have beers with. We got Cedric Mullins.
Okay.
We got Eric Gagne.
Wow.
We got Chase Utley. We got Tino Martinez. And we got Andrew McCutcheon.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of tough. I kind of feel like I have my own pop the tops guy.
Go ahead. Who you got?
I have a guy. That's pop tops.
I'm leaning Eric Gagne.
Ooh.
But I can be swayed.
Okay. For me it was Chase Utley.
You think so?
Yeah.
I feel like Chase Utley is big gulps because of how hammered he got after the World Series.
Well, then why don't we make him raise a glass?
Look for Raise a Glass with great stories.
Raise a glass is like with to them. You know what I mean?
I feel like that could be Chase Utley.
To them. He said that's so monotone, weird.
It's a tough round here. I mean,
this is tough, Tyler. This is a tough one.
All right, I got the Martinez guy for he said he'll do one.
Okay,
Tino Martinez.
So?
Yep. Right. Edgar would have done a bunch.
I think that'd be Cedric. I think that'd be Cedric Mullins.
Yeah. I'm kind of, I don't know.
Tyler, take that back. Take that back.
Yeah.
Take Tino back.
It's bullshit.
You like Cedric Mullins there?
Yeah.
Just a good dude.
Sorry about that, Trent.
All right. Well, then is Tino big gulps?
Nope.
No.
All right, we got to go. Eric Gagne, nice set of chugs.
Yeah, he's definitely chugging.
He's got crazy cool glasses.
Yep.
I think Raise a Glass has to be Andrew McCutcheon.
He has been around.
I agree.
And he's like a classy guy at every organization he goes to.
All right, that's fair.
So if I'm looking for stories now,
I mean, Tino Martinez also played for the Yankees for several years.
Big gulps,
man.
I think Chase Utley. Chase Utley is the guy you want to drink with. You want to pop the tops.
Yeah, let's go pop the tops for Chase.
Okay.
And
Tino's big gulps.
Yep.
Okay.
I think that fits Tino.
Yeah. No, that's a fair assessment.
Look at the other guy.
Actually, Tyler, take Cedric Mullins down off the board.
Why?
Just because I want to fuck with Trey's pick now. I'm just kidding. Moving back to how it was.
I knew that's what he was going to say.
All right, there we go.
Wow, look at that.
That's it.
Board.
Dude, that's it, man.
Tyler, take a picture of it. Save it.
Don't worry. I have pictures of all of them. Don't worry.
All right.
And then our last one here. We have guys.
Flabby Patties, baby.
Contest. Here we go. We got head honcho, tougher than $2 steak, shredded stalwart. You the lift bro and flabby patties. So down at the bottom here, we have.
It's easy.
Ready? We got Bo Jackson.
Ooh.
We got David Ortiz. This is a pretty loaded group here. We got Pete Rose. We got Ty Cobb. We got Roger Clemens.
Okay. All
right. Can we just get head honcho out of the way?
No.
Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson.
Oh, not shredded stalwart.
No.
Okay, head honcho.
Bo
Jackson. I like
Bo
it.
Jackson's like legendary.
All right. I got one for tougher than a $2 steak.
Yeah.
Ty
Cobb. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. We got David Ortiz.
Bro. Okay. Oh fuck! This is hard.
I'm kind of leaving David Ortiz flabby patties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shredded stalwart's got to be Roger Clemens because he's wrote it up, right?
Yeah, but
Pete Rose wasn't shredded, dude.
Yeah, but he was also just a badass.
Pete Rose.
He didn't lift. He didn't lift. He just gambled.
If Ty Cobb wasn't on this board already, then that's where Pete Rose would have went.
You think so? Okay.
Tougher than a $2 steak. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a tough one, man.
I know. Hey, man, that was
good five there. It was a good five.
I also, you know what I would have done? Nah, I wouldn't have. Never mind.
It's got to be weekly. We can't interchange.
I would have also put Bo Jackson at the top of the beer board. Like, I want to hear his stories. Like, he's probably
he'd have good ones.
You like Bo Jackson?
Yeah.
He got a badass Bo Jackson jersey too.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
I know that.
Thank you.
I will.
Thank you, Woo Simon.
Whoa. Whoa.
I'll wear it. I'll wear it
for,
when the Raiders win their next playoff game.
Yikes!
2026.
Guess I ain't wearing it.
So, just for the record, then, now this is based off of conversations that we've had. Next 2 contests here that we're moving forward with is going to be, we're going to rank them based on ballpark vendors, and we're going to rank guys based on who would win a karaoke contest. So just some things to look forward to here moving forward with some stuff. But
so ballpark vendors are gonna be like hot dogs, get your lemonade.
So we got lemonade, hot dog, peanuts, Cracker Jacks, and cotton candy.
It's so fucking funny, Trent. I just said the first two ones.
You just went hot dog, get your lemonade.
Wait, so Tyler, say him again.
And this could possibly change based on conversations here over the next week or so. But lemonade, hot dog, peanuts, Cracker Jacks, and cotton candy.
Okay.
And just so you know, I already have weeks 1 and 2 done with players. Right. The same thing with karaoke contest.
Peanuts and Cracker Jacks, huh? I feel like those are the same.
So I said subject to change. So if we think of other things that we would put in that mix, we can. We just did beer though. Like that's
all right, fine.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll get into it. It is getting a little bit tougher because now that you're looking at it, it's like that's not bad. Or nachos.
Nachos, soft pretzel, yeah. Candy apple.
Who the fuck eats a candy apple at a fucking
carnivals? I was thinking of carnivals. Sorry.
You're thinking trick or treat or something, man.
Trick or treat. No one gives out candy apples at trick or treat, Trent.
They used to back in the day.
Yes, they
maybe
did.
The candy apple lollipops, not an actual candy apple.
Nah, people actually
carnivals. Festivals, carnivals, yeah.
I want to give a shout out to the Florida Panthers. We got a new champion in one of the major sports. I think we are seeing another little storyline play out here with a superstar in Connor McDavid just being around at the wrong time. Like I'd look at it like Josh.
What do you mean being around at the wrong time?
Okay, let me explain. Josh Allen,
okay,
superstar. Chiefs are in the way. You got Malone, Stockton, great duo. Bulls were in the way.
Could also argue that Kemp and Peyton.
Okay, Kemp, Peyton, Bulls were in the way. All I'm saying is I feel like
crazy.
If there wasn't this crazy Florida Panthers team right now, McDavid might have 2 cups, but you can't win the big one, boys.
What do you guys say about Tom Brady?
Yeah, but I don't know if that's correct because I feel like the Oilers, the Oilers are stacked.
They are, and they can't win because the Panthers are better.
So okay, so is it Kachuk?
Like Bobrovsky.
Bennett, Bob's hot.
Fuck
please.
Bobrovsky, man, that piece of shit. I
texted you guys listen, I'm a fan of Connor McDavid. I was pulling for the Oilers to win this, but I just think he right now is experiencing that. Oh crap! A dynasty is happening right now in the peak parts of my career. So you might have thought that was going to happen to like a Sidney Crosby with the Detroit Red Wings, but he overcame that and got his cup. So I'm just saying he's got to win it. I mean, that's going to be the storyline now.
So then
he can't win the big one.
Personally, in my opinion, though, and I think we got to give Paul Maurice some credit to that. You've been in the Stanley Cup now the last 3 years. You lost one to the Golden Knights, which you could make the argument was a fluke because I don't think they were in their second season maybe as a franchise. And
second or third,
yeah, and yeah, I don't know. I think that's where the focus needs to be is needs to be on coaching. The guy knows what it takes to win, and I think he's got all the guys playing for the Panthers because I think top to bottom, I think the Oilers are the better team. Top to bottom. Now, I think Bobrovsky's played better in goal than Skinner had, and it is what it is. But like top to bottom, I'm taking that Oilers team over the Panthers team any day of the week. But the Panthers just laid it on. And let's be honest with you, getting Marchand from the Bruins was a fucking steal. That was a steal.
Yeah, it was.
So like high-end robbery kind of thing. You know what I mean? So
it was.
I don't know. Congrats to the Panthers. I know Trent owes me a beer. For but we'll get to that. But hey, Thunder Pacers going into Game 7, first time Game 7 since 2016. So
Pacers.
Oh my God, shut up.
Oh shoot. I'm sorry.
God.
Dad said the same thing on Father's Day. We were talking about that,
totally
and he goes,
Tyler, you can't claim
I hope the Pacers win. Because I hate the Thunder.
I guess you can. Fuck, I'm sorry, dude.
It's all right. It's fine. I mean, you do it to me in football all the time, so I'm kind of used to it.
Well, no, I don't care about football. I'll cheer against fucking 49ers all the time.
I know. But no, yeah. So I'm hoping SGA can get this done because that dude's a beast. And I know I talked about it last week. He gets every single call. So
I'm a fan
ain't mad at it.
I'm a fan of the Taliban.
Dude, it goes careful with that. It goes back to OKC. And I think we talked about this a couple weeks ago too. OKC has an NBA stadium, like an NBA arena that is unlike any NBA team because there is no other professional team in that region. So I think the fact that they get it, it's very much a college like atmosphere. They always got things on the seats. They always got the fans, involved and everything else. It is an NBA atmosphere unlike any other team. So other than I guess you could probably make the argument for maybe the Knicks just because it's all the celebs.
OKC blowout win, Game 7.
Okay, I think OKC wins by 21 plus.
No way. I'm going to say 11.
21 plus.
They're going to make the spread. They're going to make the spread really big, probably about 9.5, 10.5 points, maybe an 11. And they're going to want everybody to pick the Pacers because of what they just did tonight. And I'm telling you, OKC's going to throttle.
Final score, say it.
124 to 100.
I'll say one. Oh God, I do think it's going to be high scoring, but I think I'm going to say 118. Oh man, hold on.
All right, no. Oh, what are you going to ask AI?
No, asshole.
All right.
Hey.
118 to 97.
Very close to mine.
Damn. All right. I'm going to go wow. I'm going to go 113 to 102.
Okay. Who wins?
Thunder.
Okay. Real quick before we sign off, I'll check because the spread's going to be up. I'm guessing 11.5.
Can we write these down? I'm going to write mine down. 113.
I have mine on my phone.
Listen to the episode if you need to.
Ooh, spread's 8.5.
It'll go up.
Okay.
I said 9.5.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even look.
I bet it goes all the way up to 10. 10.5.
No.
Most
of the spreads don't change that much. It might go 1 point, maybe 1.5.
Which would be 10.
So maybe.
All right. Anything else here before we get going?
No, sir.
All right. Enjoy the weekend, guys. Actually, see you guys shortly. Enjoy the weekend. Check out Mascot Mania in Detroit at noon. Appreciate you guys. Tune in next time for episode 126. Peace.
Rusty Raccoon, baby.
Let's get it
Love
going.
you guys.